All right, you ready?
Sure.
You ready? You want to count us down?
No.
All right, 3, 2, 1, action. Guys, what is going on? DJ Q here with the Wedding Q, making wedding decisions easier for you. I'm still got to figure that out. I think it's a little too wordy. Wedding Q, making it easier for you. Wedding Q. Hey guys, DJ Q here with the Wedding Q, making wedding decisions easier
For you.
Hey, you got it. Perfect.
Nailed it.
So I am live here with the wonderful Ashley from the Armory, the amazing Armory events. Is it the Armory or Armory events?
Armory events.
Okay, so the Armory events. I'm going to throw the in there, or the.
Yes.
The Armory events here in the beautiful East Stroudsburg. I've had the pleasure of working several weddings here. Amazing staff, amazing time. So I figured, Ashley, share some for the people. We had to let them know what's going on. So I actually met Ashley in 2022, maybe? 2020?
No, 23.
2020. Wow, 23.
2023, yeah.
At another venue, where at the time you were you doing coordination there or planning? What were you doing
Yeah, I
there?
was director of sales. I did
Okay.
corporate and sprinkled in weddings.
Okay, yeah. So I remember, obviously you, and yeah, it was just fun. We were talking. I think you were getting ready to get married at the time.
Was, yeah.
Yeah. So congratulations, you were getting married
Thank
at the time. And then last year, 2025, I walk in, and Casey, who works here, owns here at the Armory events, was, I got somebody new. It's great. You have to meet her. And then I walk in like, wait, I think I've seen you before.
Yeah.
And it was fucking Ashley. So anyways, here we are. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me today. The Armory is amazing. You definitely have to check it out if you're local or not local or just looking for a great venue in the Poconos. The Armory it's unique and very different to everything else, right? Every venue has their own uniqueness, but I think the Armory the aesthetics really just speak to how it is. And right now we're in the lovely ceremony space, and I just love it down here.
Me too. It's one of two ceremony spots.
One of two ceremony spots. Yes. So talk to me a little about ceremony and receptions area. What you said too. Where's the other location?
Yeah, so down here is the shooting range. So this room, fun fact, when it was the National Guard, it was the shooting range, hence why we call it the range. So we like to keep a little piece of history in it. But this is one of two, so this gives couples the outdoor feel, but we don't have to worry about inclement weather and that pressure of making a decision the day of the wedding, if it's raining or too cold. Brides don't have to worry about their heels sinking into the grass, mosquitoes.
I never thought of that, yeah. The dress getting dirty is one thing, but heels dirty as grass, yeah.
And then our second ceremony option would be upstairs on our main floor, and that we offer a flips, so we kind of differentiate half of the room for the ceremony, and then we flip the space for reception, giving your guests and yourselves that wow factor of having the option to have a more rustic, industrial feel.
The range. I'm going to call it that now forever.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, like literally, I just thought it was downstairs.
No, the range.
Fun fact, my fiance and I are looking at getting married here, and I definitely want to do it down here. I love it. I think it just... And you'll see clips of upstairs, and all the information will be linked in the description, but it just, such a nice balance between the lighting upstairs and downstairs. Like you said, it was an Armory. Talk to me a little about the history of the Armory. National Guard, I thought it was...
Yes, it's the National Guard.
It's funny, it's there's a Salvation Army not too far from here, so I thought it was acquainted, but I guess not.
Right. I think it's the National Guard.
Yeah.
I feel like
comment below whether it's National Guard, Navy, or Marine.
Put that.
Make sure to use code Armory when you do. But anyways, I love that you have that balance, because ceremony, there's a word for it. Contingency plan?
If it was?
Would that be the word? Contingency plan?
Yeah.
Having a contingency plan is important. There are some venues and couples, when you're looking for a space and you talk about contingency plans, do they have something inside in case it rains or weather or whatever the hell, the unforeseen event may be. But yeah, I definitely like it down here. So Ashley, talk to me, kind of explain what's the typical payment schedule and what couples should look for to avoid unexpected costs, right? So we spoke about the space, we spoke about it offers. Now let's kind of talk about finances, right? I had an interview with Tabitha not too long ago. And she was like, you got to be upfront with budgeting, you know what I mean? Things like that. So just kind of explain what a typical payment schedule looks like, so that couples could avoid the unexpected costs, especially
Yeah.
with all the money you're spending on a wedding.
So each venue obviously has a different payment schedule. Here at the Armory, we believe in not only upfront pricing and all-inclusive pricing, but we break it down very clearly for our couples. So I think it's important for couples to know, whether it's here or any venue, one, the payment schedule and what's due within that payment schedule. So
Right,
our
right.
payment schedule is 1/3 is due upon signing the contract. That of course locks in your date and kind of gets the ball rolling.
Right,
with
right.
the
Solidifies it,
planning
baby. You
process.
getting married.
Yes.
Yeah. Makes it official.
And then our second 1/3 would be due 6 months prior to your wedding. So that's a good time to start like the timeline and, making sure we're on track with all the things vendor related. And then your last 1/3 is due 1 month prior to your wedding. So
Gotcha.
that
So a
payment
month out.
kind of locks in your final guest count. And, I also think it gives couples that peace of mind. As a recent bride, I struggled because it was like all the payments came out at once and everyone's like, give me my money. And that's like
Yeah,
overwhelming.
yeah.
So I think having 1 month before, and it's not that 2-week mark where everyone's like final payment, final
Yeah.
payment.
I know I'm 2 weeks, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think just asking the questions of what's included, if there is additional cost and what they can incur. And here at the Armory, most of the time it's anything we add on, whether it's our shuttle service, the dish rental, the pack up cleanup, all great options.
Right.
Or if your guest count changes, like that all affects the payment and how
Correct.
much everything costs.
Correct. Yeah, I think that just lit up a light bulb in my head. Like, couples definitely create, maybe I'll do that, like a spreadsheet that couples could use. I mean, whatever, there's fucking AI, you can make your own spreadsheet. But I just thought for my wedding, I'm like, yo, maybe I'll do a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
But yeah, knowing when payments are due so you can plan accordingly.
Yeah. I made a spreadsheet for my wedding.
Yeah.
I made a budget spreadsheet, so I put when deposits are due, how much they were, and it like automatically calculated what my
Right,
total budget
right.
was, how much money we had left.
Right, and each
I'm
month you would
crazy
budget for.
though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
never thought of that. That's actually really awesome.
Yeah.
And it's funny you say that, yeah, because industry standard, a lot of payments are due 2 weeks prior.
It's very overwhelming because you're trying
Yeah.
to focus on picking up your dress and your spray tan
Yeah.
and getting your nails done and all the things, and then it's like you have this like lingering doom of like everyone needs money at the same time.
It's
and
like
that's
Christmas.
really, yeah, exactly.
Everything is due. Get your money
so
right.
It's overwhelming. So we try and take that and factor that in when thinking. And I think what's great is both Casey and I, as recent brides within the past 5 years, take our personal experience that we had and kind of elevate it and help couples because we're thinking like them.
Right.
So-
Right. That's awesome, man. That's a really good thing. Yeah, I'm again. I never thought about the budget. I never thought of that, so I love that.
Yeah.
Fucking dropping gems. So, something else I would like to ask that I think will help our brides and grooms. When reading reviews, right? Reviews are huge. That's something that we made a focus last year. At the end of every gig, the team, we were giving out reviews, or the next day I would text them or
Sure.
whatever. What are some things that couples should be looking for when they're reading reviews? What
Yeah.
are some things that you would value or that would make sense for a couple?
Sure. So the first one, I think star ratings actually matter, right? And seeing your 4.9 or 4.5 and whatever your standard is important. But I think what couples should look for that I think matter most is the consistency of the reviews, whether it's service-based, whether it's appearance, like the venue itself, right? Find what couples are repeating, and then you know what the venue values, right?
Right.
For me, service is very important because I think couples spend a lot of money for that day. It's an important day. It's a fun day. So we have to deliver, and we take pride in being hands-on
Right,
and
right.
take the stress off of you so you can just enjoy your wedding day with the
Yeah.
people you love. Like, people come near and far, right? And we want you to be immersed in that and not worry about anything else. So
yeah.
I think
That's huge,
finding
man.
consistency of what everyone is saying, because that will show what venue you're walking into and what they
Right.
value.
What their niche is,
Yeah.
what they're known for, and like you said it best, what they value. What
Yeah.
are they going to provide for you?
For sure.
That's awesome, man. Well, listen, a year now I've been saying that we're going to sit down?
Yeah, over.
Listen, it's been over. Yeah, it's been a long time, and I told her, I would love you to share just your input to the people. So I'm so happy we finally got to sit down.
Me too.
This is
Wasn't
awesome.
as bad as I thought.
Listen, everything's gonna be in the description as always. I appreciate you guys taking the time and checking us out. Yeah, man. QEntertainment.com, the wedding queue. We just love providing this much insight because it's a big fucking day. It's an expensive day. Yeah. Which should be all hands on deck and be ready. Ashley, thank you so much, mommy. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
This was awesome.
It was.
This was good.